welcome back to another pick a card reading. Thank you so much for joining me. So today's reading is, what do they tell others about you? Just because you want to be nosy, okay? So we have 3 groups for you to choose from. You have group 1, group 2, and group 3. If you want to pause the video to choose whichever pile is calling out to you, feel free. But I shall see you in your readings. Hello, very beautiful people that chose group 1. I hope you all are doing so good. If you chose this here amethyst crystal, then this reading might be for you, okay? So the person on your mind, what do they tell others about you? Imagine the lineup of cards right now. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups upright. We have the we have the Knight of Cups upright, the Nine of Cups upright, and we also have the Fool upright. That is so cool. Oh my gosh. I love when I see lineup of cards like this. It just makes my heart so happy, you know? Anyway, so what do they tell others about you? That you're just a peach. Okay, so where do I start? I feel like the person on your mind, they tell people that you are gentle, maybe a gentle soul. They tell people that they are going to pursue you, or that they are currently pursuing you. Like for some of you, they tell people that like you're theirs, or they're yours in a way. So they also tell people that they like and care about you so much. They may even tell some people that they are quite possessive and or protective over you. For some of you, it's definitely possessive and protective, while for others of you, it could just be, protective of you. But they also tell people that they can see themselves maybe engaged to you, or they can see some sort of a future with you. They could say how attractive they think you are, for sure. For some of you, they tell people, though, that they want to invite you out, maybe to a gathering. But yeah, they tell people that you literally have their heart at the moment, you know? Ooh, 1 second. Like, they tell people that they care about you so much, they have so much feelings for you, that they feel exposed. Like, imagine someone like holding a beating heart in their hand. Like, that's how exposed this person feels. And I don't know if they tell everyone that, or that's just something that they're aware of themselves, or if they just tell their special people. But for some of you, they do tell people that they do feel vulnerable in terms of their feelings for you, you know? Because just imagine like a fleshy heart in your hands, you know, that's just like, you got to protect it and stuff. It's just so fragile. But yeah, so yeah, they tell people that you have their heart, for sure. They tell people that you're a psychic. I don't know if this is going to resonate for everyone, but if you definitely resonate with this message, take it times 1,000. Like, they tell people you are straight up psychic, you know? For some of you, maybe they do speak of your spiritual connection. If any of you are like religious or, spiritual in some way, or, have some sort of connection to like a higher power, then they definitely tell people this. Or they tell people about how special that connection is for you or to you. Maybe they even tell people they have a spiritual connection to you, like not only an emotional, physical bond, but also a spiritual connection to you as well. But I don't know if they tell people that, though, that bit. So yeah, they also tell people that they need to approach you with caution, maybe kind of being more of a gentleman or being more of a gentle lady. I don't know. But they tell people that you're so graceful. They tell people that they feel so warm and happy around you in your company. They say that they feel so drawn to you, that so they say they feel so drawn to you, and that for some of you, that they want to follow their hearts in regards to you. Like, this person is definitely, let me see. This person is definitely feeling emotional, and when I wanted to clarify it, the lovers came out. So this person is feeling emotional about the connection that you both have. Like, this doesn't have to be like sad emotional. For some of you it is sad emotional, especially if there has been distance or it's just taken a really bloody long time. Oh my gosh, every time I'm like trying to confirm something, like a raven, wait, are they called raven? Yeah, anyways. They just show up in front of my house. But yeah, um but yeah, they tell people that they think you're dreamy. They say that you are extremely intuitive, though, you know. They say that you are, or that you have been extremely generous, either with them or just maybe you're generous in general, or they've just seen you be so generous with people. And they tell people that. They say that you are successful, or that they find you to be successful, or you're just self-fulfilled and very content with your life or with where you're at this moment in time. Yeah, but they tell people that you're quite independent. They tell people that they dream about you very often, and that they want to please you, you know, but in more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying. Wink, wink. So yeah, they tell people that they are confident about you and what you have together, or just confident about a future with you. For some of you, they tell people that you are so happy, so joyful, so optimistic. They may even tell people that you're quite famous, like maybe, you know, social media, or maybe quite literally, you know, like maybe a lot of people know your face, maybe in your community. For some of you, I'm specifically hearing hood famous though. For some of you, I'm hearing that specifically. Um, but they do tell people that you maybe have a ton of admirers. They tell people that they are so proud of you, that you make them happy and that you make them feel fulfilled. Like, you make this person's heart feel full, you know? Um, they tell people that you are either excitable, like you're like maybe excitable, you get super excited and really geeked up sometimes. But for others of you, this person tells people that they feel super excited and geeked up when they see you. And I was literally just picking it up to get a confirmation. And again, I picked it up on the lovers card. That is hilarious. Not hilarious, but this person feels extremely attracted to you. This person may even see you as their other half, their partner, you know. And I do not say these things lightly in readings at all, you know. But yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm gonna cry soon. So for some of you, they tell people that they want to make you happy and make you feel special, but they tell people that you already are special though, but they want to make you feel extra special. Um, for some of you, I'm hearing like this person tells people like, I cannot believe I slept on this person for this long. Like, for some of you, that's why they feel super sad actually. Or if they slept on you in the past, like this person is kind of kicking themselves, or I don't know. For some of you, yeah, no, they're definitely kicking themselves over that actually, if you resonate with that. But they did take away a lesson from it though. Oh God, I love a crow. I love a blackbird, honestly. I don't know what it is about them. But anyways, so yeah, they tell people that they are realizing the potential maybe of the connection of what you guys could possibly have together, or what you guys already do have together. And for some of you, I'm also hearing that they tell people they're starting to realize what they want from you, maybe before they didn't know what they wanted, or they were confused, or I'm hearing like lines were blurred. But this person is realizing what they want from you, which for the most of you is commitment, a new beginning, even fresh start, you know? But yeah, they tell people that you are extremely unique, extremely bubbly, uh, when you want to be, extremely friendly as well when you want to be, or maybe just towards them. Um, but yeah, they tell people that you're very loving, or that they feel that you would be very loving. And I'm hearing for some of you, it's like they feel, how do I put this? It's like they feel your love, or they feel your connection to each other, even when there's a lot of distance. But I'm hearing like sometimes it feels so fudging overwhelming for this person, that maybe it does make them sad, or make them want to, disconnect or detach. But bottom line is that this person cares very much about you, and they feel your energy. That's what they tell people. They feel your energy. I don't quite understand why, but I do. So yeah, they also tell people they want to be free with you. For some of you, this is maybe traveling to you, or traveling with you, perhaps. They could tell people that you may be a little bit careless, or not very tactful when it comes to matters of the heart. Um, for some of you, they do tell people that you may be a bit inexperienced, maybe when it comes to like relationships, or just inexperienced when it comes to romance, love, stuff like that. But like no judgment, no judgment at all. So just in case any of you were thinking that they were judging you, there's like no judgment at all, for sure. They tell people that you're not like anyone else, and they love the way you dress, they love the way you walk. Oh, but yeah. What do they tell people about you? So we have here, remember your innocence, baby. And we have the Fool card, which does represent innocence as well. So they tell people that, one second. Do you know what song I started hearing in my head? Have a Baby by Me, Baby, Be a Millionaire. Like, who even sings that song? Like, where did that song even come from? Who sings that? Oh my God. Okay. So for some of you, maybe they do tell people that they see themselves having a family with you, but for others of you, they just maybe see you as someone who, I don't want to say is in need of protection, but someone that they do want to protect, someone that they want to care for, someone that they want to nurture. So for some of you, they tell people that they want to reconnect with you, or reconnect with the innocent part of you, especially if things have been a bit, foggy, or I don't know, tense for some of you. But they do tell people they want to, bring that innocence back into your connection. We also have house, home, come home to the residence of your soul resonance. So what do they tell people about you? They tell people you feel like home to them, to put it simply. So we have here return to joy. So for some of you, this person tells people that they do want to return to a joyful period with you. Yeah. So we also have here silence in the mind. What do they tell others about you? For others of you, they tell people that you're finding your peace. Maybe, I'm not saying like away from them, but for some of you, it could be away from them. But they do see you as finding your peace, maybe asserting your independence. Like they just see you trying to find love and happiness in your life, maybe with or without them. But they do see that this is a focus for you, returning to a joyful place, a joyful, energy. So for some of you, they do tell people that you may be a bit silent. It's like they feel like they have to read your mind almost. For some of you, though, they tell people that you make them feel peaceful. Two of Cups at the bottom. For some of you, they tell people that you make them feel like they need to reconnect with their inner peace, maybe before they move forward with you. So what do they tell people? This is not just physical, this ish is spiritual. So yeah, for some of you, they tell people that they not only have a physical and emotional connection to you, but they also feel a spiritual bond with you as well. So we also have this connection will forever affect me. So they tell people Like, I don't know the status between you and the person you're asking about, but they do tell people that the connection you shared, the way they feel about you, it is and it will leave a lifelong impact on them. You know, it's like they will carry you or your energy in some way for a very long time. Like, they tell people you have really made a big impact on them for sure. So we also have I'm focused on my priorities. So they tell people that they're focused on their priorities. So they tell people that they're focused on their priorities, but they're still focused on you as well, if that makes sense. It's like, regardless, this person will have a space, you know? For some of you, though, they do tell people that you're focused on your priorities or your responsibilities, whatever that may be. So we have here, don't judge me. What do they tell others about you? So for some of you, they could tell people that you don't enjoy being judged. Like, why would you enjoy being judged? Yeah, so for some of you, they could tell people that that you don't enjoy being judged. But for others of you, they tell their friends or they tell the people they're talking to not to judge the situation, not to judge them, or not to judge you in some way. So we have I'm so comfortable around you. So yeah, they tell people that they feel extremely comfortable around you. We have here dishonesty. What do they tell people about you? So they tell people that they were dishonest. Let me see about what. So they tell people that they were dishonest. So they tell people that they were dishonest about not wanting a family. Maybe this person's been telling people they don't want a family, and you know, maybe deep down they do want a family of some sorts or some sort of community. For some of you, they tell people that they were dishonest about feeling left out, maybe feeling left out by you. So we have here curious. So what do they tell people about you? They tell people that they're extremely curious about you, maybe curious about what you're up to, or just, you know, what you get down with in your day-to-day life. But they find you extremely intriguing, and that's what they tell people. Oh, I will do everything in my power to protect you. So yeah, this person does feel quite protective over you. Maybe they even tell people that they would do whatever they had to do in order to protect you. We have here, I deserve better. So what do they tell people about you? So they tell people that they deserve better and they feel like you are better. Oh no, actually, do you know what I'm actually hearing? This person tells people that you shone a light. I don't even know if that's a word, shone. But you shined, maybe. You shined a light on their self-worth. You shined a light on the fact that they maybe, you know, like some of you, what's that word? Like initiated a feeling in this person where they were like, shit, maybe I do deserve better. And they started to pursue better, you know, for themselves, whether that be, you know, habits, whether that be work, whether that be family, connections, you know, stuff like that. But you, sorry about that, my camera randomly cut off. So yeah, for some people, they do tell people that you help them realize that they do deserve better, or just recognize their self-worth. So they also tell people practice makes perfect, and I'm going to try and try again until we get it right. So yeah, they tell people that they want to keep trying when it comes to you and the connection that you both share together. But that is all I have for you, for those of you who chose this hit group. I hope this reading could resonate, will be helpful to you. But I'm wishing you all the best on your journey moving forward. Okay, so take care of yourselves. Thank you for listening. Bye. Hey there, you very, very gorgeous people. Welcome back to another reading. If you chose this here, Crystal, this second group, then this reading is for you. So, the person on your mind, what do they tell people about you? Okay, so we have here Seven of Cups reversed, Nine of Wands upright, and the Two of Swords reversed. So, what do they tell people about you? Sorry, this is, oh my gosh. Okay, so if you chose this here group, what do... Okay, so what do they tell people? So for some of you, they tell people that you're very realistic, maybe about the future of the connection you have with them or about the potential of your connection. Or they definitely feel like you are being more realistic in regards to them. Maybe before they deemed you as maybe confused about them or just in a more dreamy kind of fantasy, idealistic kind of way. Whereas now they tell people that you're definitely viewing them in a more realistic way. Maybe they're being more themselves around you, so it's like you have no choice but to see them in a more realistic way. I don't know. But they tell people, but for some of you, this realistic or, realism or truth in some way could be in regards to something that you are more aware of, perhaps. Maybe you found out some sort of truth as well. So they tell people that they make poor choices or that they have made extremely poor choices in regards to you and in regards to the connection, friendship, whatever it is that you share. They may also tell people that they are trying to avoid you in a way, that they could want to give up on things. But I feel like they just say this. I don't feel like that's an actual sentiment that they hold. They may, obviously, people switch between feelings of like, oh my God, I want to be with this person. But then it's like, maybe I should back off, for whatever reason. It's not always so simple, really, is it? But what am I waffling on about? Okay. So yeah, for some of you, they do say that they're trying to avoid you or that they do want to give up on things. Maybe they, one second. For some of you, it's like in their perspective, it seems almost hopeless. So that's a reason why they feel like they should give up on things. This person could also tell people that they have feelings of jealousy in regards to you. Actually, I don't feel like they tell people this, but I do think they have feelings of jealousy in regards to you, but I don't think they share this with people. But maybe the people around them notice this, I think, actually. The people around them may even feel like they're a little bit like obsessed, not obsessed with you, but overthinking about you, like anxious about you, like you're on their mind a lot, but the energy might not be quite obsessive, But they also tell people that you see through them or that you're starting to see through them. They tell people that they think they blew it with you and possibly missed out on an opportunity with you. Um, for others of you, they could tell people that they're feeling trapped by you, if that makes sense. This could be in regards to you seeming impatient, but I feel for others of you, it's the complete opposite. And whereas you've been super patient and maybe not making much effort or just, treading carefully with this person, but for some reason they could be feeling trapped by that. I'm hearing like trapped by their own thoughts, so trapped by their own overthinking. It's like they may feel trapped because like if you have been super patient with them, they may feel trapped because it's like you've been patient, but have I lived up to my end of, the not the arrangement, but have I, done enough, or I would be forced to do more, if that makes sense. Or I would have to do more because you're patient with me. I hope that makes sense. So they also tell people that you are their only option. Uh, Sorry, I'm hearing like the only option they want anyway. So they could have other options, obviously, but you're it for this person. Like you're the one they want. Um, so they tell people that you must see them like completely differently now for some reason. They tell people that you've maybe found out some stuff about them, or you're starting to see them for who they really are. They tell people that they want you and only you, though. They may even tell people that they've cut off their other options, or it wouldn't even, they wouldn't hesitate. Like it wouldn't, like, what options, tell me to leave all these other women or men alone, and I'll do it in a heartbeat. Like, what women, what men. But yeah. So for some of you, I don't know if this is going to resonate for a lot, but they tell people that they feel regretful for walking away. They tell people that you may be a bit tired of them. They tell people also that maybe you're quite guarded too. So yeah, they tell people you're guarded, quite strong, fierce even, but they also say that they trust you with their life. One second, my son is like literally skulking about outside. One sec. Sorry about that. Okay. So, yeah, so they tell people that they would literally trust you with their life, or that they already do trust you with their life, or they just trust you in general. Um, they tell people, though, that they're feeling quite drained. For some of you, they tell people that they fear they're not going to have a positive outcome with you. They fear that they're not going to have some sort of closure with you. They really do fear not having not having a fair outcome with you. So they also tell people that there's perhaps been a lot of setbacks and delays, but I'm hearing like the battle isn't over. Like with the Nine of Wands, like, yeah, it's been a struggle. Yeah, you're tired, you're, exhausted, blah, blah, blah. But there's still fight left. It's not the end of the journey yet. So for some of you, it's like, even though it maybe has been a struggle between you both, they tell people that they're not ready to give up. Um, Yeah, the battle isn't over for sure. But for others of you, maybe this battle could be in a different kind of way, as opposed to, you two coming together in some way. Maybe this battle could be like for some of you, maybe like an actual fight, and they do tell people that you were right, or that you are definitely coming out on top in that situation. But yeah, again, so they also tell people that there has been progress, maybe very slow progress. But they also say that they hope that you'll both kind of get it together at some point. So they also tell people that they have, or they currently are learning from their past mistakes in regards to you, their past failures in regards to you. It's like this person is taking into account the past, and maybe trying to, do things differently moving forward. I'm hearing analyzing it, trying to figure things out, kind of connect dots and, stuff like that, uh, so that they don't repeat, any mistakes that they may have made at the beginning. So they also tell people that they could be feeling weak, but they want to be stronger. I don't feel like this is maybe in a physical sense. Wait, is it? For some of you, it could be in a physical sense, but for others of you, it's like in another way, maybe like feeling lacking, or I don't want to say not good enough, but for some of you, like feeling a bit not good enough in a way. But they're feeling weak. They're feeling like low. Maybe this is energy wise. Um, yeah, they tell people that they want to push forward with you that they could tell people though that they're feeling wounded by you. They could be feeling hurt as well. This could be due to maybe you creating distance. Maybe you cut them off, maybe. I'm hearing maybe even they created the distance and that's why they're feeling hurt. So some of you, this person hurt their own like feelings, you know what I'm saying? So um I'm hearing by moving funny. That is funny. Okay. So they also tell people that they're quite indecisive about whether or not they can initiate a positive change in this connection or initiate a positive change with you. For some of you, they are feeling indecisive about whether or not, sorry, I'm not laughing, it's just like the bird. It's so beautiful. Anyways, so they also tell people that they are indecisive about whether or not that they can change their own fate. So I don't know if there's something going on in this person's life at the moment, but they're really questioning whether or not they can change their own fate and in turn change the fate of this connection, okay? So they also tell people that maybe a truth or a lie was exposed. They tell people that you are either detached in general, or you're detached from them, or you are trying to detach from them, or that you slowly have been detaching from them. They tell people that you're probably cautious of them or overly cautious of them. But yeah, they really, I don't know what this is, but they tell people that you found something out about them. And now this person, or they tell people that they're feeling super anxious about seeing you or about talking to you. This could be due to you being strong, being in your power, being a leader, being independent, being sure of yourself. But for others of you, this is definitely you coming across as intimidating to this person. And that could be another reason why they're anxious to see you or speak to you. Maybe because you are quite intimidating. Maybe you're kind of a no BS. I don't really tolerate that stuff, so there's no point of even. do you know it's so funny? It's because some people get annoyed with me because when people are lying to my face, like I know you're lying, and sometimes I don't let them finish their lie, and they're like, they get so defensive, like, why don't you let me finish my lie, but I'm like, I don't want to hear your lie. So for some of you, maybe you kind of do that as well, where maybe you cut people off, maybe even mid-sentence sometimes, because they're lying, and it's like, I don't want to hear you lie to me. It's insulting. So for some of you, it's like they feel maybe you have that kind of energy, or maybe some of you do have that kind of energy. I don't know, but yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I was getting. So what do they tell people about you? So they say, so we have transition. It says release attachments to what was and prepare for what is to come. Okay, what do they tell people about you? So they definitely tell people that you are releasing your attachment to them. But I feel like your person, they tell people that they're trying to at least the past in some way, or 1 second. Oh yeah, so they straight up tell people that you've released them and that you're kind of keeping it moving, if I'm being honest, and that you're kind of preparing yourself for all the good ish that you got coming towards you. So yeah, they tell people that maybe you're transitioning, you're growing, you're leveling up, all that good stuff. So we also have cell phone, polish your communication skills. So what do they tell others about you? So I feel like they tell people your communication skills suck, but the only reason I'm saying it like that is because that's from their perspective. It's like, maybe because you just don't want to communicate with them like that, maybe you're being off with them for a reason, like so yeah, they could tell people that communication sucks between you both, but I don't feel like this is a hit on your communication skills in general. Maybe just in regards to this specific person, Ace of Swords at the bottom. So yeah, this is definitely them being more salty than anything else, or not even salty, but just from their perspective. And especially if there's like very little accountability happening, then that could be another reason why they would see it that way. But anyways, moving on. What do they tell people about the connection? They do tell people that they do want better communication between you both, though. So we have here happy life, live a less guarded life. So they tell people that they want to be less guarded with you. They tell people that that being less guarded with you would make them happier in their life as a whole, if that makes sense. So we also have make friends. Nice. Okay. So what do they tell people about you? That they want to be your friend, that they want to work on the friendship with you, maybe that you were a really good friend to them. But they believe for some of you, or they tell people that maybe you both being friends first would definitely help the future of this connection, if that makes sense. So we have here balls deep. What do they tell their friends about you? So they tell their friends that they want to get deeper with you, maybe build more depth with your connection. So we also have here blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so there's definitely something here about communication being a bit off. So what do they tell other people about you? They tell people that maybe you're bored with them, bored of the conversations that you both have. Maybe it's, a bit samey, or just repetitive, or for some of you, I'm hearing like they tell people that you're not willing to hear them out, or it's just like when they talk, you're like, ugh, it's just like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't explain it, but yeah, for some of you, they tell people that you're not interested in what they have to say, okay? Um, so we also have, I want you to trust me enough to let your guard down around me. So 9 of Wands there. So, live a less guarded life. There's a lot of messages here about being guarded as well. So they tell people that they trust you enough to allow their guard down around you. Do you know what? I'm hearing for some of you that they may have this sentiment about you, but I don't feel like they say it. I feel like they want, or this may not resonate for everyone, but I feel like for some of you, they want other people to know that you trust them. Even if you don't trust them, it's like they want to build that perspective in someone else's eyes. I don't know why, that's a random message, but yeah. So we also have, I'm not good at this lovey-dovey-ish. So for some of you, I'm hearing like they tell people that you're both not good at this lovey-dovey stuff, romantic stuff, maybe just with one another. So we also have his stepping out of the comfort zone. So yeah, they tell people that they're about to step out of their comfort zone in regards to you, in regards to the connection. I feel like in regards to themselves in general, but I feel like they're doing this in order to have an impact on the connection by stepping out of their comfort zone. Okay. So we have his speechless. What do they tell people about you? They tell people that you leave them speechless because you're so bloody gorgeous, all right? You leave them speechless. Oh, okay. So we have here, I cry sometimes. So they tell people that they get a bit emotional about you, about this connection, and that maybe they do cry sometimes in regards to you or this connection, unfortunately. So we also have here, at this point, you're just playing yourself. So they tell people around them that they do believe they are playing themselves when it comes to you and their hopes for this connection. So we also have, you are so strong, but you don't have to do this alone. What do they tell people about you? Sorry. So for some of you, they tell people that they're strong and that they don't want to move through, life, or, they just kind of want your companionship in some way. For others of you, though, they have this sentiment towards you where they do see you or tell people that you are very strong, but maybe you don't allow them in, or people in general. Uh, okay. Oh, for some of you though, they tell people that they feel stronger when they're around you, when they're with you. Maybe you guys, or in their perspective, they believe you make or made a good team, or would make a good team. And finally, we have selfish. What do they tell people about you? They tell people that they were selfish in regards to you. I'm hearing this selfishness could have be like more of a possessive kind of energy though, okay? But yeah, that is all I have for you though, for those of you who chose this here group. I hope it could resonate or be helpful, or just, I don't know. But I'm wishing you all the best on your journeys. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye. Hey there, if you chose the third group, then this here reading may be for you, okay? So the person on your mind, what are they, the person on your mind, what are they telling other people about you, okay? So we have Four of Swords reversed, the World upright, and we have the Queen of Cups reversed, okay? Okay, so what are they telling others about you? So I feel like they tell people that you are incredibly smart, incredibly switched on. For some of you, they do say that you are perhaps emotionally detached. Oh my God, what was that? Perhaps in a general sense, or maybe in regards to them. They possibly tell people that you are running out of patience when it comes to them, or that they are running out of time when it comes to you. They tell people that you are so incredibly mentally strong. I'm hearing like because of your past, the things that you've been through up until this moment has made you someone who is incredibly strong. Unfortunately, they do obviously see, the hurt still, and, the damage that may have been done. But they see you as strong as well. For some of you, they tell people that there has been a breakdown or a misunderstanding in terms of communication. They tell people that you're very protective. This could be of, if any of you have children, they do feel like you're a very protective mother. But for others of you, this is maybe protective of just people in general. Maybe you are just that kind of protector, kind of knight, hero kind of energy. But for others of you, this is in terms of self-protection. They feel like you are someone who protects yourself, or they tell people that you are very self-protective, whether this be of yourself, your space, your home, stuff like that, your secrets, your past, your private thoughts. They could tell people that you are not the most open, with reason. But yeah, they tell people that you're focusing on yourself, that you're loving yourself. They even tell people that you're healing from things that you do not talk about. Maybe you have discussed this with them or with other people, but they tell people that you are healing from demons, and things that maybe that they have no clue about. Yeah, for some of you, I feel like they maybe have no idea what you're healing from, but they know that it's deep. They know that it's heavy, and they know that you are still healing from that, for sure. So for some of you, they also tell people that you need solitude. This could be in a general sense, maybe solitude from them, but it could just be you needing your space from time to time. Um, I'm hearing though they tell people that you both overwhelm each other, and yeah, that you both could be overwhelming for each other at times, or maybe just the way you feel about each other can feel overwhelming, or it could be in terms of movement in the connection or lack of movement. But yeah, they tell people that you are successful, possibly moving on from them or traveling, or you're about to make a move soon. So for some of you, it could be moving on from them. But for others of you, it could be like moving, changing jobs, perhaps moving, state, country, relocating. But yeah, but they also tell people that you gave them clarity, possibly in regards to a need for self reflection or a need to withdraw, to kind of take a long look in the mirror. So for some of you, you kind of gave this person clarity that this is something they need to do. Maybe, um, pull their energy towards themselves and really kind of look at themselves and look at the person who they are in the mirror and ask themselves, like, are they happy? Like you really, yeah, you really prompted this person to do that, I think. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you, I don't know if this person tells people this actually, but you definitely prompted this person to think a little deeper, to take a good long look at themselves in the mirror, I don't know if that's a negative or a positive, but you definitely prompted this person to think a little deeper. This person tells people that they want to travel to you. They tell people that they do want a successful outcome with you. They say that you are someone who is quite fulfilled, maybe quite accomplished as well. But they also tell people that they fear that they've disappointed you. But for others of you, they tell people that they straight up disappointed you. Maybe they're aware of it. Maybe you could be too. Um, they tell people that they were dishonest about their feelings. I'm hearing that it bit them in the arse though by doing that. Well, they tell people it bit them in the arse. I don't know what the current dynamic is between, obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but I feel for some of you, like this person tells people that they think they should move on even though they don't want to. So I don't know if it's like you've been moved on or you're kind of just focused on other things, your energy is just not directed towards them. But they I don't know, for whatever reason, they do believe that they should move on even though they don't want to. For some of you, I'm hearing like at different life stages. So they could tell people that maybe you both are at different life stages at this moment in time. But they do tell people that there has been closure, um, already, but they hope for a fresh start, or maybe you both are anticipating a new start between you both. Maybe this is a bit of a mutual energy. Do you know what? I keep hearing this science quote, right? But I'm not really sure. It's like when two immovable objects kind of come towards each other. Like I don't know if any of you could resonate with like that energy, but that's what it feels like for some of you. Whether I don't know. Like I'm hearing for some of you guys could be like really similar to each other, or you guys could mirror each other in a way, and it's almost like bumping heads. But I don't want to say it feels unnecessary because obviously I don't know your situation, but yeah. So for some of you, maybe they kind of feel like you both bump heads, like you guys clash in a way. Maybe you're too similar. Maybe that's why you clash. But yeah, they tell people that you are stubborn. They tell people that they're stubborn as well, though. Like okay, let me calm down. Okay, but yeah, for some of you, they tell people that maybe you are a part of different cultures, or there's a very different, a big difference in, I don't if in culture, in living, a lifestyle maybe. Um, they tell people that oh my god, why do I keep stuttering? Oh, okay, so they tell people that you are extremely beautiful. They tell people that you're reaching your goals. This could be in terms of career, monetary goals as well. and that they're doing the same. So there is definitely this mutual energy between you both, like mirroring each other. It's like, I don't know, that's maybe, I don't know, maybe some of you could even resonate with twin flames. Oh my gosh, when I wanted to clarify what came out, oh my, like I did this, right? And I did that, and that's what came out. But anyways, so for some of you, you could resonate with like being on a twin flame journey. I don't actually know much about it. Um, But yeah, some of you could resonate with that. But this person tells people that you both will find your way back to each other at some point. This could be in terms of creating more space for each other. So whether that be like you guys are not really disconnected, but you guys are just focusing on other things, they do feel like you will find your way back to one another. So it's almost like there's two people in a team, but you guys have different roles, different jobs, and sometimes those jobs, those roles, those priorities, those responsibilities take you in different directions. But it's still like you're still on the same path though. It's like eventually it will like kind of come like this, you know? Like I hope you understand what I'm trying to say, but that's the energy that's coming through. So um but yeah, so for some of you, they could tell people that you are maybe slightly manipulative. They could tell people that you're maybe slightly what's that word, maybe less developed emotionally. They could tell people you're really sensitive as well, perhaps sensitive to criticism. So for some of you, they could tell people that you're, you know, I don't want to say selfish, but like self-focused for sure. um they tell people you're so kind, you're so affectionate. They tell people that maybe you could be a little bit naive at time to time, maybe in regards to commitment. This could be, you know, work commitments, romantic commitments. I'm feeling heavy like work commitments though. Like they feel like you could be naive in regards to work commitments. Um, so for some of you, they may even tell people that you could be slightly depressed, or you know, depression is something that you unfortunately have to, you know, battle with, deal with. Uh, and I'm sending you love if that is the case, you know. They tell people you're a great mom if you are a mom, of course. Um, they tell people that you're clingy, but they tell people it's mutual. It's like they're clingy, I'm clingy, we're both clingy on each other, okay? We're both codependent on each other. We both need each other to survive. And I'm joking. But they do tell people that you are clingy, but that they're clingy towards you as well. Um, or or that they want to be more needy with you, if that makes sense, like more reliant on you. But vice versa, you know? Like, oh yeah. They tell people that you both are incredibly compatible and maybe similar in certain ways, for sure. So let's see what else we have. What do they tell people about you? So we have here fire, take responsibility for your power. Okay. So they tell people that you're powerful. They tell people that you're quite fiery, passionate, feisty, even maybe even heated, hot-headed at times. That's not going to resonate for everyone, but for some of you, they could feel like you're quite hot-headed at times, very fiery. But they do feel like you are someone who's so smart. It's like, even if, like, yeah, sometimes I can be a bit like, I'm not saying any of you are mean, but you know, it's like, yeah, I know I can be who I am, and I know some of my qualities may, you know, not be the most healthiest, but I take responsibility for me, you know. So for some of you, this person tells people that regardless of, you know, who you are, that you take responsibility for yourself. You know, you take responsibility for your actions and the impact those actions have, for the most part. For some, I don't know, for someone, they just wanted to throw that in. But yeah. So we also have alien. Oh, that's so nice. So alien, accept that you are an unrepeatable, spectacular phenomenon. So they tell people that they're never going to meet someone like you again, like you're unrepeatable. Maybe they feel like meeting you was by chance or it was just very serendipitous in a way. But yeah, they tell people that you're quite spectacular, very unique, very quirky, very out of the ordinary, but they fucking love it, all right? They absolutely love it. So we have here heart of the matter. So what do they tell people about you? So they do tell people that they do want to get to the heart of the matter. They do want to get to the truth of the situation. So for some of you, they may tell people that they want to have a heart-to-heart with you just so that you both can have a clearer understanding of one another. Yeah. And so that you can be more in alignment with one another, like more on the same page. So we also have here deal with the unexpected. So this person tells people you were a complete unexpected surprise in their life. They definitely, when you turned up in their life unexpectedly, they definitely saw it as a blessing. Maybe it took them time to see it as a blessing. It doesn't really matter, but they saw your presence in their life as a divine offering, like you were sent to this person. Like that's how they felt, or that's what they tell people how they felt. But yeah, they definitely tell people you were an unexpected blessing, an unexpected beautiful surprise in their life, for sure. They tell people they had an instant connection with you. We also have here, my mind is elsewhere. So what do they tell people? Oh, sorry. So they could tell people that your mind is elsewhere right now. Maybe you're kind of distracted by other things going on in your life, or you're just focused on other things at the moment. That's what they tell people. So we have whipped cream plus your nipples equals yum. So they tell people that they do feel extremely passionate about you, very attracted towards you. Maybe that they want to be intimate with you if they haven't already. If they have been intimate with you already, they tell people they miss that. I don't feel like they tell people they miss that actually, but they do. It's something they want you to know. We have here, I'm still thinking of the little things you did and said. What do they tell people about? So they tell people that you drop little gems of knowledge. They tell people that they do reminisce about you as well, or they just kind of, there are moments where they really analyze what you've said, like even the small things you've said. So if any of you have had very limited conversations with this person tells people that that they think of, the little things that you did and said, like they have left a mark, it has left an impact. We have here moving on. Okay, so what do they tell people about you? So they could tell people that they're, trying to move on from this connection. Maybe they tell people that you're doing the same. But again, they feel like you both will find each other again. So I don't know if this is like you both are agreeing to like go separate ways. But yeah, they feel like you both will find each other again. But yeah, this person tells people that they are moving on. This could be moving on from something specific though. This could be moving on from the past, 6 of Cups at the bottom. It could be moving on from, certain friends, 3 of Cups now. Moving on from what? Every card that's coming out is a Cups card. So for some of you, it could be moving on from some sort of emotional tie. Maybe your friend, but it is someone that has had or is having an influence on them, but they kind of want to move on from that. I'm hearing they want to move on from caring about their opinions, whoever this other person is. This could be this feels like someone close to them, but they want to try and move on from, giving a hoot about what this person has to say, So we also have, I can't be there for you the way I want to or the way you need me to. So what does this person tell people about you? So yeah, this person tells people that they can't be there for you the way that they want to be there for you, the way that you need them to be there for you. So we also have here, let me feed you. What do they tell people about you? So for some of you, this person tells people that they want to take you out to eat. So we also have, there are so many things left unsaid. Yeah. So they also tell people that even though they tell people that there has been a sense of closure, they do feel like there is still a lot that hasn't been said, that hasn't been vocalized. I feel like maybe that's the closure that they are wanting. Maybe they want for you both to express yourselves to one another, be honest with each other, have a heart to heart kind of moment, so that you both can move forward either with each other or away from each other with the clarity that you need, with knowing the truth before you can do that, if that makes sense. So yeah, they could tell people that there are a lot of things that have been left unsaid between you both. And we have here Nomad. So there was a message earlier with that wild card about relocating. Let me see. So they could tell people that they're a bit of a nomad. They could tell people that you both live different lifestyles. Maybe you prefer stability, whereas this person prefers to keep it moving, relocating, traveling, just not committing to a specific place, job, environment. I don't know. But this person could be a bit of a nomad, whereas you can be maybe the opposite. And maybe that's what they tell people about you, or about both of you actually. And finally, we have I loved you too much. What do they tell people about you? That they care, and they cared about you so much, that they loved you and that they still do love you so much. Um, I'm hearing they tell people it feels done, Six of Swords at the bottom, but they don't feel like it's done. Okay, I don't know. I hope this reading could, be helpful though, or could make sense for you. But I'm literally wishing you the absolute best on your journeys moving forward. Thank you for listening, and take care of yourselves, okay? Bye. Love you guys.